I think Orlando has changed since the Pulse tragedy. I believe we are stronger. We already were a very happy community, loving and an open community, and it just like made us like have another layer, thicker skin of love instead of like the other kind, you know. So in that sense, and we have a lot of respect from not only our own community, but the whole world is looking at us, and I think we have gone through this with a lot of dignity, you know, that I think is very highly admired.
I think that it's really come together as a community and outreached and given support to each other. I think a lot of people have realized the community that we have here that, I mean, I didn't even realize how big the gay community was here, how big the Latina community was here until this happened. And then you see all the love and the support that everybody has come together and brought together in helping each other out.
The level of support has definitely shown more. People are more open about how supportive and loving they are towards the LGBT community, definitely.
Mm-hmm. And like I've been born and raised here, despite what the shirt says. And like I've never seen people like come together so quickly and just show so much love for their city. It was very amazing.
My own worldview changed from the Pulse tragedy in the sense of initially from fear and anger and wanting to get back in a horrible way to the things that created what happened, the fear. But now that I see everybody get together in love and unity, it made me rethink how I should think, you know, and it inspired me to also be open and loving in that sense. So that I have seen so much beauty come out of such horrific tragedy.
Mine personally was pretty rocked. I dealt with a lot of anxiety and depression, and it was a catalyst from the event that kind of shook me to get help and to work on myself better and to accept like a whole bunch of emotions and feelings. But I think I've changed for the better since it, and I think a lot of people have learned a lot from the events.
I definitely feel more strongly in both a positive and a negative sense of the word. I definitely feel a bit of anger, but also a lot of happiness. You can just feel the love around you, and that's kind of, it gives you a more positive outlook on the world, even though there's an added sense of sadness to it.
Yeah. And me, I used to have a very like nihilistic look on life, but despite the tragedy that happened, it showed me like the joy that people can bring to other people, and it also showed me like who my real friends are and where their values lie, and it helped me weed out the weak and get together with people that actually care about people. And that was very like, it felt like a weight came off of my shoulders when I found all that out.
Shifted possibly a little bit, but even before the Pulse shooting, it was a big topic for me, like to support and take action in. But it was just nice to see so many people like putting themselves out there and fighting it with love, as I have been in this community for a very long time.
Don't let it scare you. Don't let it keep you from being who you are, who you truly are. Don't let it keep you from showing yourself and expressing yourself.
Yeah. Let that, if you have fear or anger, let it turn into ambition and motivation to just show that we have become better from this. And it's sad that it had to happen for us to unify like this. But I think it was something we needed, especially in the world today when a lot of people are dividing left and right. And it sucks to see, but at least in Florida, at least with my people in Orlando, you know, we can come together for one cause of just loving. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate that a lot. We've gotten so much support. And from her family, when she came out, the day after the tragedy happened, from my family, texting me to see if we were okay.
I just wanted to say how much I love this city. You were born here, so you feel a huge connection to it, but I just kind of followed you here, but I've definitely have a family here now of friends and coworkers, and just the city does really feel like a safe community. I love Orlando.
Even though I was born here, I grew up in a different city, and just coming back here, I just felt like all the same emotions. Like that there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of openness, and a lot of people that will include you in anything and everything. So
You took 49 young lives right in front of us in our backyard. People who were playing, laughing, dancing, and loving. People who had so much to offer the world to you. You don't know this, but the painful irony of your actions is that the people you gunned down would have invited you into our world and called you a friend if you had let them. They would have played, laughed, danced, and loved with you. That you and others like you can't see this is perhaps the most tragic aspect of what you did. Perhaps you were trying to instill fear in us. You failed. We will not fear. Did you think that the LGBT community would break? You picked the wrong community for that. We have faced hate much larger and for much longer than what you brought. We have learned that hatred does not define us. We define ourselves. And long before ISIS and the internet, we chose to carry the banner of love. That can never be taken away. You should know, you tried. I only wish that you had lived to see how miserably you failed. We are the LGBT community. We do not run, we do not cower, we do not break. You may have taken 49 lives and injured so many more, but their ambition, their spirit, and their love will, as it always has, live on in all of us. We will be stronger for it and for them. If you thought you could teach us a lesson, you were wrong. There is no lesson in this that we have not already learned. We are a community that has for far too long been pushed into the recesses of society, and we have decided collectively to say no longer. We have found our voice, and we will spread our stories come what may. We choose love always as our response. Perhaps you were trying to stoke the flames of war, create such animosity towards your cause that we would lash out and exacerbate the global crisis that plagues humanity right now. Did you think we would cry out against Islam? Did you think that we would turn to fear our brothers and sisters? The thing about us is that we are not an ethnic, religious, or political group. We are everyone. We are Islamic, so you can't make us hate Islam. We are Afghan, so you can't make us hate your home. We are Jewish and Buddhist and black and white and Latino. We are European and Asian. We are Christian and atheist. We are in Chechnya. We are in the Middle East. And we are here at home in the USA. We are your brothers and sisters, even if you don't know us. We are your mothers and fathers. We are your sons and daughters. We are everywhere, from every walk of life that humanity has created. We are here to stay, and we will not hate. We are too busy loving each other, loving those who are gone, and finding it within ourselves the courage to love even those like you who would try to harm us. You see, we know from personal experience that hate will destroy us, but love will save us. You simply cannot erase that fact with an assault rifle, and we will not acquiesce to your demands. We have chosen to show the world what it is to mean to love. I wish you could have seen the world stand still and bow their heads in prayer for our well-being. I wish you had seen the thousands of our neighbors who stood in line for hours to give their own blood to help your victims. I wish you had seen the very humanity you attempted to snuff out, overflowing from every corner of the city beautiful, this great state of Florida, and our beloved country. I wish you had seen our nation, your nation, get it right in the wake of your sad, misguided act. As early as a decade ago, I cannot say that I am sure that we would have seen the same reaction. But you don't realize that 49 young men and women a decade ago might have died, but today, America has come so very far. Our allies, our friends, the communities who support us and encourage us and love us, they stepped up too. They didn't let this be an attack on the LGBT community or the Latin queer community alone. They acknowledged that this was an attack on us all. You see, we are a part of them as they are a part of us now. We are one Orlando, one America, and one human experience. It's been a year after your rampage, and where are we? Yes, you will find some of us still with tear-stained faces. You will find some of us still trying to make sense of it all, and what seems like a changed world. You will find some of us are gone. and you will find the rest of us are holding them always in our hearts, running with their banner, and never, ever letting hate prevail over the love in which we have fought our entire lives to live. You picked the wrong target. While you may have wounded us, we respond with love and action and giving. For ourselves, for our friends who became your victims, and for our future generations, and for humanity. St. Francis of Assisi once said, "All the darkness in the world cannot extinguish the light of a single candle." You tried, but the destruction you brought only lit more candles shining brightly across this land. May you and those who do harm rest in more peace than you found in life, and may the families and the friends of your victims find solace and comfort in the outpouring of love from the entire human race as it remembers not your cowardly act, but how the whole of the world unites in love. We stand in solidarity. We are gay, we are lesbian, we are bisexual, we are transgender, we are straight, we are allies, we are all the people who have ever had to fight for love and acceptance. We are Pulse, we are Orlando, we are America, we are Nice and Paris and Istanbul, we are Manchester. We are humanity, we are love, and we will win.